tasty. Oh. Well, let's quieten the music then. Let's go to fader 1. Oh! Blimey, it's just me. Hello, Soapart. I'm very sorry for the delay. I've actually been streaming to myself. I pressed start streaming. I thought everything was okay. Refreshed. No one's there. I was all alone. So I did it again. No one there again. I was all alone again. Oh dear. And I realised something was broken. Wasn't working, so I thought I'd just start again. So I have. You're probably not aware of it because I can see it's working now. It's come up on my little device over here. Brilliant. Yay. I hope you can hear us okay. Oh, yeah, got a bit of music. Have a bit more music. Oh, yes. Maybe... No? Not that one? Okay. Let's remove that one then. I can play a little bit, can't I? Surely we can play a little bit. Anyway, I want to talk about butts. And Alexander, Boris De Pfefell Johnson. I'm not talking about Stanley Johnson, no, and his, bum slap and all I might mention. But Alexander, Boris De Pfefell Johnson's going to have to try and do, maybe some saving graces with the French president, Emmanuel Macron. And there's been years and years and years, especially of late, of argumentative, let's remove the music because you probably can't hear me. There we go. Argumentative, hello there. Arrogant attacks from Alexander Boris De Pfefell Johnson and all his leave EU types. And it's left a foul taste in the palate. And they've got a very fine palate, the French, I must say. They're not too happy what's going on, are they? And now, who's got the reins? Yeah. Emmanuel Macron of the EU for the next 6 months. So I'll talk about that and other stuff. Yeah. Other stuff. Can't remember what it is now, but we'll get to it, I'm sure. Anyway, who we got at the moment? Hello, Solo. Hello, Git. Hello, Empire Strikes Back. Oh. Okay. Talk about I've got a Wookiee. Anyway, he can stand there for a bit, if you will. Anyway, who else we've got? Seabold, Geraldine, hello there. That's just fell over, so let's put it down over there. What bangs my microphone again? Mad Monk, how you doing? Hello, Joe. And howdy. Howdy there, stranger. Get off your horse and drink some milk. And all that jazz. My throat is really dry today. So I don't know why. It's probably because I've been shouting at the microphone for the last 10 minutes, wondering what's going on because nothing was happening. As in, I wasn't seeing any chats. It wasn't coming up on my device over here, which is replaying YouTube too. I thought, refresh. Nothing happened, can't be right. It says streaming over here. But obviously it wasn't. There's obviously some kind of connection issues with YouTube. But it's working now. Obviously. Great. Anyway, should we get to it? I think we should. I'm going to make a start before I blabber on for too long. Because you know what I'm like. I do blabber a bit. So, anyway, because I've been messing about, let me just quickly line that up again regarding my little spiel that I've written. Sorry, my Norfolk. It's terrible, isn't it? So, dong! Kipper! Oh, talking about kippers. How about a bit of...
Kipper!
Yeah, a bit of that. Hopefully it's loud enough now, because I noticed on my stream, when I was replaying my stream yesterday, the sound effects weren't very loud. So how are we doing with that one?
Kipper!
Yeah, that's a bit better, but maybe a little bit loud on that.
Kipper!
Yeah, I've got a bit of kipper. Anyway, I'm repeating myself. So, yes, it's going to get interesting, that it is. I'm not complaining. Keeps me busy. Yeah. Anyway, Alexander Boris De Pfefell Johnson will need to kiss some French butt. If he is to find common ground with France in the coming months. And why? Well, France takes over the rotating presidency of the European Union for the next 6 months. And this is, well, not very well received by the United Kingdom. No, Boris Spaffer Johnson, the British Prime Minister. What a joke. And Emmanuel Macron, the French President. At least he can wear a suit. Maintain strained relations, and the list of disputes between the two countries is as long as a never-ending day. It's like Groundhog Day. Blimey. Oh, hello, Peter Dallas. How you doing there? I'm sorry I'm a bit late, but I had some technical issues. I was talking to myself for about 10 minutes. Yes, I thought it was streaming, and I wasn't. What a fool that I am. Anyway. Good. Oh, I hope that sound is okay. Is the sound okay? Bill and Ben, the flower pot men, they went to bed together. Bill said to Ben, flobber, lobber, lobber. No, I won't get into that. Yeah, no, I shouldn't do that. So I hope the sound is okay. So, only got 5 minutes, so I have to need hit. Oh, what? Spanish sun? Sun? You got sun, Mr. John Smith? Blimey, can't be bad. Anyway, let's carry on. There is, for example, the not-so-happy, fishing war between the two countries. And France has also asked to initiate a dispute against the United Kingdom over the fishing licences. Oh, okay. That London refuses to issue. And Jersey. Oh, look. Oh, okay. We got MHS Flounder and the President Mackerel. Oh, okay. The ball is in your court. Oh. Anyway, these tensions, they predate Brexit, they do. Going on for, decades, you could probably say centuries. And the UK was not part of the Schengen common travel area, no. And policing of the Anglo-French border is governed by the bilateral Touquet Accord of 2003. Yeah. Well, the treaty was signed on February the 4th, 2003, at the 25th Franco-British Summit in the French seaside resort of Touquet. It came into force on February the 1st, 2004, and it was aimed at resolving a crisis over the Red Cross's Sangatte refugee centre. Yes, we're going there again, refugees. Well, they don't say migrants, but 9 times 10 they're refugees. At the French side of the tunnel, under the English Channel. Oh, it says chat. Does that mean I've got a little bit straight? I'll just go look at the chat. Oh, how many people have got here now? Oh, I better click on that so I can see. Oh, we've got 41 people. Hey, cool. We're only a few minutes in. So, yes. Geraldine. Oh, I am having a good afternoon. I think so, anyway. I had a bit of a technical issue, but it's fine now. Howdy, Mad Monk. We've done that already, haven't we? The Heart of Bavaria says, hello, Marcus and everyone. Greetings from the heart of Bavaria. Oh. That's my chair squeaking again. I'm going to have to fix that chair. Sounds like I'm farting. I hope the microphone don't pick it up. And RC, hello there. John Smith, GC, Sparkfly, hiya. Mad Monk, Boris Mutant variant, Johnson, yes, the blonde Boris Mutant variant, is going to drop the need for the PCR test and go with lateral flow test results to keep Britain's economy running. And in the meantime, what he's going to do is going to be shoving everybody into the same classroom, as in the kids' days. So, 50, 60 kids per classroom. Great idea, isn't it? Yeah. Petri dish, sneezing, and bogies flying everywhere. You know what it's like in schools. I remember them days. Chewing bits of paper up and using a bendy rule and sticking them on the ceiling. That's what you used to do. Chewing gum underneath the tables. Cling film over the toilets. All that kind of thing, Sounds good. Thank you very much for letting me know, Peter Dallas. Very good. Oh, and Peter Sturt, thanks for letting me know. So it sounds okay. That's good. Should be even better soon when my new microphone on. I hope it is, anyway. When do you have live streams? I always miss them. This is about the first one I caught. I have been very sporadic regarding live streams, which I am sure Glasgow Kiss can confirm. And I've been kind of like finding my feet with them, if I'm absolutely honest. I was a bit nervous about doing them. I've beaten through that wall a little bit now, and I found that if I make sure that I've got a bit of something to work off, like a bit of spiel, I can be a little bit more, maybe spontaneous, maybe. I ain't got to worry about what I'm going to talk about. I've got something right in front of me to talk about, if it makes any sense. At the moment, I'm going to try and do one 12 o'clock UK time, just 1 o'clock our time, sort of lunchtime-ish. That's what I'm trying to do at the moment, but I'm also doing my live streams to my woodworking channel as well in the afternoons, and also trying to do lots of project videos for that as well. I'm doing a bit of everything, really. It's busy. It's busy. Yay, sound is great, he says. When do you have live streams? Yeah, just done that. I just employed an English expat, don't you mean immigrant? And he shared what his mates back in Sussex experience. Oh, it's not OIC. Okay, fair point. Kit Kat, gotta say, I didn't expect the constant attacks on France. Not at that level, at least. Seems like there's a lingering resentment over Hastings. Yeah, no, the Brexits have not got over yet. That's very true. I don't think they get over anything. I think they're just looking for something to attack. They're just looking for ammunition, something to throw. You know, reasoning. I'm looking for reasoning. Oh, hello, son of Viking. How you doing, buddy? Like I told you before, I do love your comments. I mean, you need your own. Hey, son of Viking, you need to have your own channel, mate, because quite frankly, you've got a wealth of knowledge, especially about fishing. Anything to do with Norway, it's brilliant. Anyway, Loki's children. Oh gosh. Okay, should we get back to the actual stream? And I might say some other stuff. Anyway, okay. Marcus Franconium, I want to say hello to you. Emperor Maguire. Oh, greetings from an Irish economic migrant. I'm not an expat because my name was never Patrick. From the island of Antwerp, Belgium. Glad to have you here, buddy. Alright, let's get to it. I'm going to go back again to script. Oh, I didn't take the camera off, did I? Put the camera back on. Anyway, the massively overcrowded centre set up in 1999 was shut in 2002 under pressure from London, which saw it as a magnet for migrants trying to cross the Channel to reach Britain. Refugees, yes, poor little blighters. Anyway, British xenophobes' plans failed, as has Brexit, to curb those refugees trying to cross the Channel. Now we just got to send out jet skis and push them all back. Yeah, with no fuel to get back, probably. In the rough seas. Lovely, isn't it? No. Evil people. Anyway, well, especially that Priti Patel. Now, Britain, which was not a member of Europe's visa-free Schengen area, wanted new measures to stop the entry of the non-EU citizens without a visa. Now they want to stop everyone. And that includes you, probably. Don't leave the UK. No, you'll get back in again. They want all for themselves. Yeah. Well, the key provision of the treaty was to establish a juxtaposed national control bureaus in the seaports of both countries on the Channel and the North Sea. Now, this meant each country would set up immigration control points at the borders of the other. In particular, French immigration checkpoint in Dover and a British checkpoint in Calais. I thought I'd just point that out because not everybody knows what that's about. Oh, look. Now, my dear wife has actually helped with, charity, something for Calais. I can't remember what it's called now. And it was a while back now, and she was doing a lot of, to do with, helping with clothes, and they had big amounts of clothes. They had a literally huge pile of clothes they were going through for refugees and who had housing in the Limoges area and various other places. They're sent around all over the place. I don't know the full nitty-gritty of it. Carol has told me before several times, but I didn't necessarily take it all in. But that's me, my little brain. But the capacity for escalation is high now that Britain has no seat around the EU table. I wonder why that is. It's because a little morons put that cross in the wrong box, where other continental leaders meet, and Emmanuel Macron at the helm. Now, France sets the agenda at the table for the next 6 months of 2022 as holder of the rotating council presidency, The French President Emmanuel Macron will seek Britain's obligations to uphold the Brexit agreement. It's signed. Yes. Yes, they signed it. Yeah, they negotiated it. But apparently it's no good anymore, no. That will set the tone in Brussels, yeah. Especially for Macron. Now, he's already said that he intends to change the language used within the EU to French for all correspondence. Now, this was a few months ago. This was announced, and they said at the time what they were saying was that any correspondence for them to read basically is going to have to be in French, and they ignore everything else. That's pretty much their words. Oh look, oh yeah. Look, actually looks like Boris looks like he's had a bit of a haircut there. He's got short hair there. He never looks presented, does he? He looks like a crikey, bargain basement prime minister. Sorry. Anyway, the two men just don't like each other now. Macron called PM Bojo the clown, and said that he was not serious. And other big issues, that is of refugees. Britain criticises France not doing enough to prevent these desperate souls from crossing the Channel to reach the UK. Overall, Great Britain criticised France for its hard line during the Brexit negotiations. In Brussels. Britain's not happy, are they? No, they want everything their own way. They want to change the rules for which they've signed. Just pure arrogance. Just love these little pictures I keep finding. I didn't make this one. Anyway, the two men do not get along. No, not at all, really, do they? And they do not appreciate each other. Hence the difficulty for Alexander Boris De Pfeffer Johnson to see the arrival of the head of the European Union, Emmanuel Macron. Alexander Boris De Pfeffer Johnson's arrogance and constant attacks on France and the EU has finally bit him in the old derriere. Now, if you thought the EU stance was tough on Brexit, well, it's just got a whole load more complicated. It does make me tickle, that it does. Yeah, it's a lovely man, isn't he? You know, Alexander Boris De Pfeffer Johnson. These are his words, not mine. No, all in his little columns in the Telegraph. Nasty piece of work. And to say that this is let's all take that out of context. Come on, man, that's not take that context. No, dangerous language, and you shouldn't use it. Horrible little man. He needs castrating. Don't let him, do his dirty deed. No, it's too late for that, though, isn't it? How many kids he got? Is it 8, 9, 10? One in every port, maybe. Well, all the way through the xenophobic Brexit campaign, that charlatan used offensive rhetoric just to feed his pets' hatred of anyone, his sheeple, of anyone not white, or that sound different. Well, the hard of thinking that never before had any idea what the EU was. So the lie that the EU was our enemy was an easy sell for the Dale Boy snake oil salesmen. Yeah, all of them, including obviously you know who. Do I dare speak his name? Nigel Farage. Oh, he's horrid. I was going to put his picture up here, but then I thought, oh God, I can't bear look at him. He makes me feel physically ill, and I don't want to spew on my microphone. What? Because it wouldn't work, would it? All that acid and bits of pea and carrot stuck to the microphone. Wouldn't be great, no. Well, Bojo, he couldn't even keep his trap shut during his US trip, peeing off the President Biden. While the Prime Minister was in the US Oval Office during a pivotal meeting with the US President, Joe Biden, when he suddenly decided to take staged questions from two British journalists. Now, White House aides had just cut them off mid-sentence and scurried them all away. Yeah? I don't think they were that happy. Oh, look, okay. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No! It's Brexit Man. Well, I'd call him the blonde Boris mutant variant myself. It's a good representation, I must say. If you saw this image on a billboard somewhere, you'd know straight away who it is. Yeah. I don't know about the hat, though. He never wears a hat. No. Anyway, so while Bojo the Clown is chattering his clown shoes in fair for his job, and showing off his new tie and hack job of a haircut, while his potential replacement is slithering through some swanky clubs, maybe another bit on the side. Or is Mark Fields MP, the Tory bouncer, still sniffing around? Oh, lovely guy, isn't he? Yeah. Oh, she doesn't set a bar very high, does she? No, I wouldn't say so. Now, how is that right? He's got her by the flippin' neck. Don't like him. No. Try and do that to me, mate. You'll know what you get. Anyway, I mean, finding a good restaurant these days is hard, since a whole load of numpties, well, they put their cross in the wrong box and shut the door on hard-working people from the EU. All because...
coming over here, taking our jobs and our women!
It's no surprise when our esteemed ex-international trade minister, now fake Lord Frost's successor, had no choice but to book. Well... Why did it do it twice? Oh, that was replayed. There's a delay, isn't there? I forgot about that. So, yes. So, anyway, sorry, I got distracted then, sorry. Anyway, it's no surprise when our esteemed ex-international trade minister, now fake Lord Frost's successor, had no choice but to book a lunch for the measly sum of £3,000 at a Tory donor's private members' jaunt, where there were strippers and gimps in cages from the ceiling. And you don't understand, no, you don't, sheeple. People, what are you like? Little old Lizzie Truss can't work on an empty stomach, no. All those bloomin' flares, no. Can you imagine walking in them things? Blimey, I couldn't. No, definitely not. I'd be standing on my legs, not my legs, on the bottoms of my shoes, on my flares, that I would. God, it'd be terrible. I wouldn't know what to do. But yeah, God, the fact that she's taken over from...
Well, we have to get up. The gimp's sleeping. Well, I guess you just have to go wake him up now, won't you?
Yeah, him. Fake Lord Frost. Well, quite frankly, I thought they might be chalk and cheese, but it appears that they're very similar individuals, that they are. So, I hear you say then, that there was an alternative venue, other than the Mickey D. But the pretentious witch had delusions of grandeur, and had overruled civil servants' concerns about the cost of the members' club, owned by a Tory donor. Oh, okay, it's like democracy. Well, trustless trusts. Now the Foreign Secretary and the favoured to succeed, Alexander Boris De Pfefell Johnson, the son of a sex offender wife-beater who happens to like elephants, climbing mountains and slapping ladies' butts. Lovely. Well, trusts refuse to consider anywhere else and asked that public funds should pay Robin Burley, a £20,000 donor to Boris Johnson's leadership campaign, and the half-brother of Zach Goldsmith, the Environment Minister, for the £3,000 canapé. They're all in cahoots with each other. Oh. It's a right old harem, that it is. Or is that the number 11 flat? Oh, it says chat, so let's chat. Right, okay. Oh, I'm going to press this button. Stop. Oh, I am here. You thought I left you for a minute, didn't you? What are people saying? Dee. Tell you what, I'm going to grab that. Instead of being all the way over there, it's a little tablet, so I can actually see. Because it's all the way over there, and it's tiny words. I don't know how to make them bigger. So, it's starting back here. So I missed. There soon won't be a UK. I think there will. It's just I don't think Scotland will be in it. and probably Northern Ireland won't be in it. Who else won't be in it? Do you think England will be in it? Oh dear. Oh, Birdie says, a verticule, a lick, the lick. Oh yes, please! Don't forget to click the like button. It'd be very much appreciated, that it would. Mark would say, Heather Banks, I thought we had opened our borders to India. India's quite a long way away, though. That's the only thing, you see. It's just one form of racism is going to be, going back to another form of racism. Hello, son of Viking. Oh, the word comes from the Middle English "kipe," which was tightly woven basket, which the fish in the old days. Fish of any size caught by that method were known as kippers. Well, I didn't know that. Now, my name is Ket, my surname. And I put it out. You might be able. I'm not sure if it's originated in Norway or Germany or somewhere, but originally it was kite, as in K-I-T-E, as in fly a kite. Yeah, so, and then it came over to the UK and it's got changed over, a period of time to Ket, K-E-T-T. So I'm told. I've got a coat of arms. Ooh. Because one of my ancestors, Robert Ket, some people might have heard of him, who held the Norwich for about 30 odd days from the crown. Yes, we're rebellious sort, we are. Why else do you think I'm doing this? So not everyone knew what a kipper is. Johnson pronounced kipper. Yeah, he did. It's going on about these little air pillows, little basic little bits of packaging used to transport these kippers for mail order kippers, because this particular company was posting kippers to customers, so it was a business to customer model. And apparently this guy was complaining because he had to put them in with these little packagings with these little pillows and stuff. And Boris Johnson, in his wisdom, thought he would, from his lectern, tell the world that it was an EU rule, but no, it's a British rule. So he is a right old. Well, yes, that he is.
Kipper.
A kipper. I find it quite funny people are discussing about a kipper. What's a kipper? Mark Wooten says, no, it's lunchtime. Please don't post pictures of Farage. No, we'd all throw up. He's a horrid, another horrid. Why are they all so horrid? Oh, got some more news regarding Nigel Farage. Or his association with something in particular, which we'll get into in a moment. That's what makes sure I've looked at all these. Hello, Francine. Oh, in for some fun. Got to have a bit of fun. So Great Britain is to be turned into a Tory private club, says Oh Gosh. So Mark Bruton says, I'm not sure Wales is on the same trajectory, but yes, Scotland and Northern Ireland will definitely be away. Yep. It's a shame. It's a shame, but I understand. That's the other thing, see. My feeling is you shouldn't feel that you need to. You should feel welcome. You feel like, we are a union, as in we all help each other a bit like the European Union. But no, it's not good enough, is it? Is that right? It's full of information, this one. Okay, so then you descended from the Saxon name Sita. I don't know if I pronounced that right, obviously. Which was responsible for keeping the boss's kite, the bird of prey. Oh, I see, like a falconer. Just a different birdie. Okay, that's interesting. Thanks for that, mate. I didn't know that. Blimey, I should research this stuff. Be quite good actually know a little bit about yourself, wouldn't it? About your own. There you go. Sorry about that, straying over there a bit. Oh, I'm going to sip a beer before I carry on. I have to admit, this does all tickle me a little bit. It does. It shouldn't, because obviously people suffer as a result, but yeah, as long as they're horrible people. But they can be all sufferers, aren't we? My kids. No longer can they, live, work and love in 27 other countries. No, not unless you've got a whole wedge of cash, which they haven't, and not likely to either, because the Tories steal it all with their trickle-up economy. Well, actually, we've got a trickle-down economy at the moment, and it's just not what we expected. No. High inflation's trickling down, isn't it? Blimey. So, let's get back to it, shall we? Oh, where was I? Oh, I do feel a little bit like Kipper sometimes myself. But, where's my button? Oh, here it is. So, let's get back to it. Oh. Right. Skip past that bit. Well, Macron's going to get tough on anti-vaxxers. Well, I'll tell you what I need to do before I get into that one. So, I just need to do something before we do this bit. Okay. Which is, I find this hilarious. Because I am vaccinated. And, it's important that we all do, I feel. I'm sure lots of people do. But there is a minority in France who feel, well, that they don't need to. So, anyway, I've left it here in French. Oh, God. I hope it translates all right. Anyway, Macron gets tough on the anti-vaxxers. So, let's bring us back up again. So, we're back in. Okay, so Macron gets tough on the anti-vaxxers. Well, so do you think he won't get tough on the blonde Boris mutant variant? Now, oh, crikey. Oh, this does make me tickle. Anyway, these words are unlikely to go unnoticed. In a long interview given to readers of the Le Parisien, that's as a paper here, and it was published on Tuesday, January 4th, last Tuesday. And this year, obviously. Now, Emmanuel Macron returned to the health crisis and the fifth wave of COVID, which is currently hitting France, which it is. It's in a bit of a bad way. It's not as bad as you might think, though, in comparison to the UK. No, there's some big differences. But anyway, he's taking a real tough stance on it. So anyway, so Macron returned to the health crisis and the fifth wave of COVID, which is currently hitting France, but also on his bid for the 2022 presidential election, alongside other issues. Now, I had to, when I was reading through this, and I had to check a few words out in it as well. I actually rewrote it on my tablet here as well, just so I could understand. I had to get this right, because I thought, he wouldn't say that. Is anyone French reading this? I know what I mean. Because it translates in in English, it translates a little bit rude. Anyway, let's get to it. And the head of state, he does not mince his words. He says, "Me, I'm not for pissing off the French. Well, the unvaccinated, I really want to piss them off. So we will continue to piss them off. We'll do it until the end. That's the strategy. They are a small minority." Carry on. He continues, "We put pressure on the unvaccinated by limiting them, as much as possible, the access to the activities of social life. And we put them in oh, no, we won't. Sorry. We won't put them in prison." So if you try and translate this stuff, it's crazy. "We won't put them in prison. No, and we won't vaccinate them by force. And so you have to tell them, from January the 15th, you will no longer be able to go to the restaurant. You'll no longer be able to go and grab a hot date. You'll no longer be able to go for a coffee. You'll no longer be able to go to the theatre. And you'll no longer be able to go to the movies." Oh. However, the President of the Republic excluded compulsory vaccination. Question: if tomorrow I say for all adults you must be vaccinated, how do we control it? And what is the sanction? Do we chop off their heads? Well, I actually didn't say that, I just wanted to add that in. It sounds very French to me. Shall I force people to go and be vaccinated, imprison them, and then vaccinate them? You can't place, this is a very good point actually, you can't place caregivers in front of that, no. Because a caregiver looks at someone who is sick. He does not look, whether where he comes from or what he is, no, or if he's vaccinated. They want to treat them and make sure they're safe, they're healthy, and they get well. Now, this is just how it translated to me, because when I was reading through it, because I could read a little bit of French, it's not brilliant, but when I was reading it and trying to translate it, and there's certain bits I had to translate, I'm still, it just doesn't sound like Macron's language that he'd use. I can't imagine him using words like piss them off. No. He wears a suit too neat. I can't imagine it. Maybe he did. Maybe someone can confirm that with me. Or with us. To see if it is exactly what that says. Because I got it on here for you. It's on here. So, it didn't scroll all the way up, did it? Let's see, what happened there? Oh, I see. Formatting's off. So, this is pretty much, as you can see it there, is as I've took it off the French newspaper, the Le Parisien, on the website. But yeah, to me it reads as though he's going on about pissing them off. Anyway, the France infection rates are growing fast. But one fact that may surprise you is that Britain, it does not count reinfections, and that counts for about 15% of all infections. So they reckon it'll be another 15% on top of the current infection rate in the UK. So French's figures are probably not quite as bad as you think they are, because they do actually count them all. They do have like days off, and all of a sudden it goes crazy. Francois Bourard, bother. Does that read right? It does that actually sound like he doesn't want to piss him off, but he will piss him off if he has to. I thought that was funny. Come back up here. That's interesting. So Mark Rutan says, I'd prefer we were a federation rather than a union. That makes sense. You have more control then. Hello, Pineapple Boy. An economic community might be an idea. If there was... Oh, yeah, good point. If there was one nearby. The UK economy is really taking a dive. It's just been propped up with borrowed money. Or actually, imaginary money. I want to create another £70 billion. Click, send, and it goes into the ether. Oh, I know, we'll use that money now and we'll buy some bonds. Yeah, just a circular economy. Oh, you can have a sip of beer, eh? Oh, yeah, I might have one as well then. Oh, let's put you back onto the camera. You want to look at the words? You want to look at my beautiful face? No? Even though I can't pull that one off. So I'll have a beer. Right, okay. Yorkshire as well. Do you think Yorkshire's interest would be better served outside Tory England? Yeah, I think everywhere would. I think even Tory England would be better off served outside the Tory Britain. Everywhere would. Not everybody wants this rubbish, do they? This madness. Right, I am reading through these chats. Hello, Daily Blase. How are you? Good afternoon, all, and hope everyone's well. I'm well. I'm good. Mark Wooten. A federal UK would definitely be about carving up England, yes. Which is too big and unwieldy. It's not that big, though, is it, really? It could be a republic like France. The ultimate price of Brexit will be the breakup. Yes, that is, breakup of the United Kingdom. It's already started, really, isn't it? Like, I think Glasgow, was it Glasgow telling me? Yeah, or Mad Monk. First, there'll be a vote, and then it'll go to the courts. I can't see it not happening, not now, to be honest. There's too much support for it. Oh, Oh, okay. Cheers, son of Viking. A merde basically means to annoy somebody. Something that yeah, it was the same thing, really, to piss them off. But piss them off was the first. When I put it into Google for that bit, just Google Translate, that was the first translation, was to piss them off. So merde is to annoy. Oh, that's thanks for that. That's good. That sounds a bit more polite. Yeah. But I prefer pissing off. If I have to be absolutely honest about it, it sounds a bit more comical to me. I wonder why. There's urine involved and other stuff. What do you say? Oh. Oh, very good. We've got a joke. We've got a watcher with material. See what I did there, Daily Blase? Right, anyway, he says Darth Vader has a twin brother who's a Tory. He's called a tax evader. Don't give up the day job, please. Oh, dear. Very good. I better not repeat that, though. Get struck off by YouTube again. My video yesterday, by the way, I had to appeal because it got demonetized yesterday's live stream. I don't know why. For some reason it did, and then it got sorted out really quickly. So I was quite happy. It's crazy. Anyway, let's get back to it, shall we? Oh, there's all sorts of stuff happening, you know. Not just about Macron and Alexander Boris De Pfefell Johnson and his moves. No. Other stuff. So, let's read a little bit more. Oh. A chat. Oh, it's not a cat. No. So, Leave EU. Yes, leave.eu. This site can't be reached. And I've checked. Because it can't. No. Doesn't go anywhere. I wonder why that is. Okay, let's get to it, shall we? Thousands of websites have been taken offline in a Brexit domain name change. Around 48,000 internet domain names that belong to the UK citizens and organisations, including the pro-Brexit site leave.eu, have been indefinitely taken offline from, last Monday, following the revocation of their .eu domain names by the agency in charge of registrations. Yeah, there's a reason why it's a .eu, because it's part of the European Union. Obviously, got to be in it. Got to be in it to enjoy it. Well, the move marks a final step in an ongoing process since the UK put the cross in the wrong box and prematurely withdrew from the EU. I wish Danny Johnson did. Yeah. Anyway, UK-based owners of EU domains were told that they needed to prove eligibility. Eligibility. Oh, why can't I say that? Blah, 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 for an EU domain. Please forgive me. Otherwise, they would risk suspension, meaning their domains would be unable to support website hosting or email functionality. Oh, okay. Oh my God, I'm very sorry. Oh dear, I forgot. Oh my God, and Anne Widdecombe as well. At least she's got clothes on. Oh, let's get rid of that. Oh, thank God for that. And they throw up just then. Anyway, to register .eu a domain, individuals must be either citizens or residents of the blog. And organisations must be established within the EU. Not some imaginary office, no, you've got to have a functioning business in the EU. Now, more than 80,000 websites had been hit with a suspended status following the end of the Brexit transition period on the 31st of December 2020. Now, by July of last year, those that had failed to prove eligibility, I said that time, were placed into a withdrawn status until Monday, where their EU domains were revoked indefinitely. Anyway, you know what I did? I went to try and buy it leave.eu. And it got snapped up, just like that. Ooh, gone. I wonder why. Oh, look at him. Never. Hole. Aaron Banks. Nasty piece of work. Anyway, those in possession of the European Union residency or citizenship will be able to immediately re-register the EU domains that were revoked as of Monday. A spokesperson from the EU, RID, so that's actually an organisation, so it's EU RID. I don't know what it stands. I should check that out, really, shouldn't I? Anyway, the EU's domain registry manager said that 48,000 domain names would become available for general registration on the first come, first served basis in batches throughout Monday. They all got, well, the one that I wanted are gone. I wanted that one. I want the leave.eu. Yeah. So it's going to be back in the EU hands. I wonder what they're going to do with it. There's nothing there now. It's just, it's gone to nowhere. Now, one case that caught headlines last year was obviously the domain leave.eu, registered to an organisation of the same name, which had been, spearheaded by the former Brexit MEP Nigel Farage and bankrolled by another.
Well,
yeah,
we have to get
another one of them.
The game's sleeping. Well, I guess you just have to go wake him up now, won't you?
Aaron Banks. He was investigated as well, actually, but he got away with it. Where does this money come from? Anyway, ahead of the Brexit withdrawal date, the organisation migrated its registrant address to the location in Waterford, Ireland, in an attempt to prove eligibility for the EU domain. However, following an investigation by EU RID, the domain was issued with a withdrawn status because the domain holder failed to respond to data verification requests, EU RID said on Monday. Well, they got what they wanted, didn't they? Now, as of last Monday, leave.eu domain name will become available for re-registration by an EU citizen or resident. Like I say, I did try. I was going to do like a pro-Remain site. It could have been, couldn't it? Or something. I don't know. Could have done something with it, I'm sure. Oh, so where are we? All sorts of stuff that's happening. So there we go. Let's have a look at the chat. Let's go back. Where we go back? Oh, we're back again. How long have we been going for? 48 minutes. Oh, not too bad. Okay. Oh gosh. RC says to oh gosh, England, Scotland and Wales and Ireland should be independent countries within the European Union. Yeah, probably have more more control, definitely more sovereignty. Mellow says we need more information, protests and websites saying leave Brexit. Oh, I think that happen, you know that, don't you? You do get that. It's just not going to happen. Obviously, I would love us to rejoin the EU. It's not going to happen. It might get softened up somewhat through necessity, but I can't say it's rejoin. Might want to. Nah. Get vetoed again and again and again. People, and also the UK have done so many things now. It's virtually made it impossible to rejoin anyway, unless you revoke a load of the trade deals and other cooperation agreements that have been made since leaving the EU. And a lot of industries already got themselves set up, haven't they? It's not great for them. It must be costing them a fortune. Not just in the UK, but also for EU member states as well, because they're obviously finding it harder to get goods now into the UK. So everybody's going to be suffering regarding doing any kind of trade with the UK and vice versa. So it's not great, is it? Anyway, let's get this back up here so I can see what I'm doing. Blimey. Got better to see what I'm doing. God, I've got 101 people here. Yes! That's brilliant. Thank you very much. I'm just going to check some of the chats on here because then I can see whether or not some need to be shown. Because what happens, you get this thing on here says if there's words that have been used, can't see it, but if there's words that have been used that they find offensive, as in the algorithm, it asks me whether I want to show it, and I think, oh, that's fine. It's been held for review. That's from RC. Yep. And I happen to agree with them as well. So I'll say, show. Thanks for that, RC. Nigel Farage is an idiot, said the blind man. Another one just skipping through. Very good. Oh, what's this one? L for reviewed from Ted Boy. Ted Boy 1. I have to read it first, just in case. Oh, that's fine. I wonder if I'm going to get any bot comments down. I had some bot comments yesterday. That was a bit odd. And I had some on my woodworking channel as well when I was doing my live stream. Making a Death Star tablet holder. As you do. Everybody should have one. Yeah. Oh, come back. I'll go back up there. Right, I did do some other bits and pieces. This has flown along, so I've managed to get through though my script, and we're only 52 minutes in. I've got a little bit more that I've been working on, but I haven't actually finished it as yet. I've literally just copy and pasted something over, but it might be interesting to see what's going on there. So bear with me, I'm just looking. I'll just check my chats at the same time. Down by the banks and hill. Very good. Watford song. Fishing. Oh, there. So I might read. I'll tell you what. I'm going to read this one. This is straight. I've only just copy and pasted this because what I tend to do is I find an article that I like, and then you cross-reference it with other stuff to try to make something that's interesting for people. Otherwise, it can be a bit bland the way they're written sometimes. Now, this is actually off a French website, and I've translated just using Google Translate. I haven't been through this yet, so some bits might not translate properly, probably completely wrong. But I'm going to probably do that one anyhow. How many words is it first before I get carried away? Oh, we can do that. Cancel that. Okay. Yep, we can do them. Right, there's no guarantee that it's actually going to come out right. But it might be fun. And I do like a bit of fun. Right, should we do it? It's about 1,000 words, and I've just done about 1,000 words. So I'm going to run through it the best that I can. And hopefully, if I notice things that are wrong, I can actually address them quickly. if it hasn't translated properly at the time. But otherwise, you're going to think I am, well... What do you think I am? Right, idiot. You probably do already, to be honest. Probably think I'm
one of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water.
You'll think I'm very wet. In the standpoint of water. They voted him in. And you think we're got it bad. Blimey. I think.
Still much to learn, you have.
That you have. Oh, okay. Let's get to it. I'm going to give it a go. Should I give it a go? I think I'm going to give it a go. Because we're only done about 50 odd minutes. And well, sometimes I go too long. But hopefully we can keep it under a couple of hours. And also we've got to go walk the dogs down at Bourbon Forest. Forêt de Bourbon. And then I need to get some bits and pieces for my light. I'm going to make some light boxes for in here to soften the light up a bit. Although actually the video doesn't look too bad at the moment. Changes from day to day, it does. Right, So let's get to it. Let's get jiggy with it. Right, so let's just move that. There's a bit more room. There we go. Right. Now this was put on Radio France, but Richard Place originated in I forgot. Well, I think it got translated into French, then translated back again. Anyway, let's get to it. I think what I do though is increase the size of the text for you. So, cop, select all. Not that one. You've got to see it, are you? Too tiny, especially on the phone. I hope that's okay. It looks okay from here. So, I've now got wind. It's not very helpful, is it? Anyway, the United Kingdom, a year after Brexit, and the inhabitants of Ramsgate deplore the exit from Europe, which was not done properly. You know why, don't you? Because you had a
Kipper.
in control. Now, this fishing town, located on the northeast coast of Kent County, voted nearly 64% for Brexit. A year later, residents are still pro-Brexit. Really? Okay. They're hard of thinking. They must be. But the reality is, it's just not what they expected. They just wanted Brexit. So, Michael's Hut, a fishmonger based in Ramsgate. Well, the UK left Europe a year ago. Now, it is impossible to draw a definite assessment of this major political decision, the consequences of which will be spread over decades. Could one it just? Then Ramsgate, the stronghold of Brexiters, harder thinking.
Kipper.
We do not regret this vote, but what the politicians on both sides of the channel have done. Now behind her ageing counter, protected from COVID by a transparent plastic barrier, Shaky's waitress drew her secret weapon, a foo fries seasoned with the house condiment. Yes, they peed on it. A recipe from my mother, she says. Yes, it's her mother's pee. Tell me if you like it. That'll be. Oh, guess that'll be. That'll be.
Like you'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV.
I don't know, but I'm sure someone told me once that he likes a bit of, well, golden showers. Pepper, herbs, and sea salt perfectly enhance the fat-stained cone on the high street. Ugh. Ramsgate's main street leading down to the harbour. Now, this family-run fish and chips, the British great, well, it's their greatest invention. Okay. Say hundreds of stalls across the country. It's renowned for being the best in town. You should go to Chroma Fish and Chips. They're really good. Anyway, I can't serve you haddock today. No. We don't have any. I couldn't find any. No. But with the quotas set for the fishermen, they aren't taking much at the moment, and the prices are too high. The waitress of Shaky Fish and Chips, well, works with the local fishery and knows its torments well. For today it will be cod with fries and the homemade tartar sauce, but no dessert. And although the menu offered dessert, we didn't get dessert at the fish and chip shop, or a fish and chip van even. They don't have desserts. Although the menu offers a fryer part, maybe, I'll tell you a dessert. It could be deep fried Mars bars or something like that. Maybe Glasgow Kiss can tell us about those. So, although the menu offers a fryer past, okay, well, no, yeah, Oreo cookies that have undergone the same treatment. So, deep fried Oreo cookies. Blimey, I don't know what to say. Aren't Oreo cookies, aren't they European? You know, from the mainland. Are they French or something? Could we get them over here? Or are they German? Are they Dutch? I'm not sure. I don't think they're British, no. Anyway. God, better. Who comes up with these ideas? Anyway, the conflict over fishing rekindles nationalism. That has never really disappeared. Well, obviously it's going to get worse now, isn't it? With, Macron heading the EU for the next 6 months. Anyway, at the south-eastern tip of England, Ramsgate is only 2-hour drive from London. A few dozen kilometres from Calais as a crow flies. The 40,000 inhabitants nevertheless feel far from their capital. Now, France and Europe in the area, the Brexit vote had collected 63.8% of the vote in 2016. A vote motivated by the fear of immigration.
Coming over here, taking our jobs and our women.
Sorry, just swig a beer. Steady, all gone. The people of Ramsgate are old and cannot bring themselves to see the years gone by. Oh. Like the good old days. Like someone said. They're all grumbling over Hastings. Yeah. Well, the conflict over fishing between France and the United Kingdom has rekindled a nationalism that never really disappeared. The French are not always well received these days, no, because,
Coming over here, taking our jobs and our women.
How many times can I press that? Anyway. Oh, dear me. The French are not always well received these days. And the French... Okay, I'm not going to say that, but you can read it. Booze fast enough for those asking questions. The John Nichols remains much more courteous on the port. He knows so well and facing the trawlers unloading their fish. The president of the region's Fishermen's Association is claiming his vote for leaving the EU, Europe. Leaving Europe. These people are so thick. Sorry. You're in Europe, you plonker.
Don't be a plonker all your life, Rodney.
Crikey. Anyway, on this, his opinion has not changed. Even if he recognised Brexit is a problem. Blame it on the governments. Yeah, blame it on the kippers. According to him, this actually makes me really angry, actually. I'm trying to fluff it up a bit, but crikey, this attitude really annoys me. Anyway, according to him, and an exit that has not gone properly, or been done properly, not enough for everyone to know exact. Do you know what? I'd have done better if I actually had that up in French. I read it French. Quite hard to read translated just straight off. Anyway, because it doesn't quite flow. Anyway, it's not enough for everyone to know exactly what to do. Anyway, he said, I have nothing against the fact that the French, the Belgians, all the Dutch access our waters, but it must be done on our terms, said John. Okay. Your terms. Well, you see where that's got you, Mr. John? When Clement Bourne, the French Secretary of State for the European Affairs, affirms that the British government understands only the language of force, the Conservative majority is pointing out, and a deputy compares Emmanuel Macron to a little Napoleon who clings to it in power, as perfect targets. The French president is accused of wanting to heal his popularity in France, while the presidential campaign begins by hitting England. No, this is always the case. You haven't stuck to your side of the deal, but you signed and helped write. You just don't like it. You just don't like the fact that someone said, no, you can't change the rules. Anyway, even though he's not a big Boris fan, John Nichols gets this message perfectly. We don't have time to have fun. But if the French want to get upset, we can do it too. It's just provocation, isn't it? It's just constant provocation. Doesn't these people actually see the language or recognise the language that they've used leading up to the referendum campaign? Don't they see it? They were not just offensive, they're darn right. Well, I can't say it on there because it's not. I'll get flagged up again. But yeah, they are. You know what I'm trying to say, I'm sure. Anyway, England and France have been at war very often. But this is. See, when people go back to any kind of war, don't. Oh. We could be blaming the Romans next or the Persians. Egyptians. Who else we could have blamed? We're talking about a very long time ago. It doesn't make any blinking difference. Besides the blinking tyranny that we caused, our past is shameful. Or to be fair, some of the French's past as well, with colonialism and slavery, just like the UK. Not UK, just like Britain or England. Anyway, I'll get all tongue-tied here. England and France have been at war very often for hundreds of years, and it's not very good for anyone. Our fishermen follow the rules. The French must obey them. So that's just annoying and arrogant and ignorant. The French have already given the English the fishing licenses. It's the English that hasn't, Britain and Jersey hasn't given the fishing licenses. It's just frustrating. Anyway, John Nichols, president of the Area Fishermen to France, that's a bit. What? What's that say? Recounts. Remember, this is just translated directly from a French website, a news source, which is Le Parisien. Recounts a glorious time when around 30 boats returned to Ramsgate Harbour with nets full of fish. Today there are only a dozen, and the fishing is no longer so successful. A memory shared by Tony, a retiree walking on the beach. When I was a kid, we used to collect crabs, shells, and also fish, he recalls. Now we can't find anything anymore because of the overfishing, or maybe you might want to rethink this a little bit. It might be the fact you've got a load of shit in your sea. And the foreign boats, they've raked everything up. Now this is something that does annoy me. Not necessarily, but what he says, he's right. He raked everything. He's talking about the beam trawlers, such as that Kirk Ella, which they destroy the seabed. Just because you don't see it, don't mean to say it isn't happening. You've got all these little creatures. They've got nothing to survive. They can't survive anymore because you just raked it. Not raked it, but you actually when you do beam trawl and you're literally dragging something across the bottom of the big seabed, and all the fish are forced to go into the nets, and all creatures. So you kill so much stuff, fish, little fishy things. So anyway, where was it? My mouse has disappeared. There it is. Now Brexit does not bring that era back. Neither miraculous peaches nor soaring youth. But we made the right decision, so they reckon. Really? Tony says, even if Europe wants to do everything to complicate the task for us, in particular France, their trawlers have nothing more to do with us. You have to get used to it. Well, they will have to get used to it, more like it. They've got this... so insular. Just so insular. They just can't see the bigger picture. Really can't. Now, I was hoping for things would be clear with Brexit. Yeah. Dream on. Dream on. Oh, dear. In the 19th century, Queen Victoria loved to enjoy the sea air in Ramsgate. Frequent visits had transformed the seaside town into a place to be. This is no longer the case. Margate, a few miles north, attracts more tourists and locals fleeing the cities. It'd be great to go back in time, says Michael, the fishmonger installed on the port. Well, a fishmonger at the port. Oh, there he is. Yeah. In his white hut, he sells the goods just landed under the envious gaze of the seagulls. Even they're avoiding it now. They're worried they're going to get E. coli or a turd stuck in their throat. Anyway, the French fishermen can no longer come here and do what they want. I was hoping things would be clear with Brexit. This is not exactly what is happening. France should now learn to respect our laws, he said. For God's sake. How have they broken any laws? It's just the arrogance of it. It's just nutty. Anyway, in 1975, the director, Michael Lang, chose Ramsgate to shoot his film. Nous les petits Anglais. Oh, we are Little England. Or Little English. How about Little Britain? Oh, God, we should bring that back. The only thing is it's so misogynistic and it's so, it's actually racist as well, to be honest. But at the time, oh, it was so funny. I just loved it. Oh. So, Mummy, Bitty. Mm. If you know Little Britain, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, the people said no. Those days are long gone in the minds of the inhabitants of this Kent port. With Brexit, the French must no longer appropriate the local wonders. But nor can you. You plonker. Find it again.
Don't be a plonker all your life, Rodney.
It's just maddening. Oh, I've done that. That's pretty cool. So let's get back to camera. Oh, we're on. Anyway, what you been saying? I hope that came out all right because it was a little bit it didn't translate very well. That's why I have to. If I do get any French ones, I have to go through them and give it my little touch. Oh, dear me. Hello, Jeremy Goff. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. And Art Trojo. Hope you're well too. Oh, they're from the American, are they? American. Mo Green, thanks for that. Oreo cookies are from the US. Peter Stewart also said, I think American. Oh, well, where was I last time? So look, scroll up there. Oh no, I got a bot comment. Oh, I don't like bot comments. Oh, there's quite a few comments. This is pretty cool. How many people have got watching? I'm using a tab and it's very annoying because every so often the screen goes off and I've done it to you can't do it any. Sure, it's 123 people here. Blimey, that's brilliant. Thank you very much. That is pretty darn cool. Oh, don't recall what he said. Oh, look, someone else who didn't get the Brexit they voted for. Seems like fair few of them. Back in Egypt, yeah. Oh, I've got to get that soundbite now, haven't I? You know what I mean? Father Ted. Gotta love Father Ted, that, yeah. Oh, bring that up again. There we go. Oh, so show that one, Derek. There you go. You're alive. Mellow says, Brexiters, God, the biggest slap from God for being, a racist. Fact is, we're all suffering from it. We are. Because of them. I'm okay now here, to be honest. We're not so worried now. But when it all started kicking off, we were really, really worried, me and Caroline. We didn't know what's going to happen. We didn't know how we were going to be treated by the French authorities or how it was going to pan out with the European Union. At the time, we had high hopes, obviously, but it was always a worry. It was scary, in fact. We were very, very concerned. That just makes you ill. Stress. Some people can deal with it and other people can't. Right, that's cool. Back to it. Oh, what you been saying? Scroll up, scroll down. Oh, blimey, it's loads. Cool. Got 99 likes as well, have I? I can't actually see the likes. Why can't I see the likes? That's annoying, isn't it? Oh, if I can do that. Yeah, pretty darn cool. Cheers. Thanks for the likes. So Germany got for Ramsgate was for jolly boys. What a plonker I am. Oh, okay.
Don't be a plonker all your life, Rodney.
But still the French are cooking dwarfs. What? What's that? But still, French cooking dwarfs the stuff. Sorry, I thought the French are dwarfs. It jumped up as I was reading it. Anyway, the French cooking dwarfs the stuff they call food in the UK. You can get good food in the UK, obviously can. But Most of it isn't English food. No, most of it's from, well, I like Indian food. Proper Indian food. I'm not talking about like the British equivalent of. My mother was Indian, believe it or not, or just half or quarter Indian. She came over on a boat. Did you do in the 50s? 50s or early 60s? 50s. Yeah, over in the 50s. Sophie Hawthorne, hello there, Sophie. I'm not a natural Lib Dem voter, but it doesn't look good. Look good for Brexit when North Shropshire, a very Brexited place, dumps the alt-right Tories for a Lib Dem Remain. That's right. They took Owen Patterson's seat, and it's been like in a Tory stronghold for over 100 years or 200 years or something, for a very long time. And now it's Liberal Democrats. They couldn't quite go to Labour, obviously. You know, they wouldn't stretch that far. But there was obviously that tickled me because they thought it was safe. They thought even though they might have lost a few supporters, they actually believed that they were going to win it. And I mean, the Conservatives were going to win it, but they didn't. No, it's no Lib Dem. And they are clear Remainers. That. I think what it is, they wanted. Oh, hang on, Son of Vulcan said something. Oh, better show it. Have you heard about stupid Brexit witch who made the wrong woman infertile? Yep, she put a hex in the wrong box. I should have read that first before I said it. Very good, very good. We've got a watcher with material. Blimey. Like Nick Abbott. That's his saying. I'm sure Daddy Blase remember that. Like I say, don't forget to check out Daddy Blase's channel as well. He does upload a few videos, usually one a day. One, maybe two? I think it's one a day. But he does a lot of Nick Abbott type stuff as well, which is pretty cool. I suppose I do, really, because I have a soundboard.
Kipper.
Yeah. If you know Nick Abbott, he's on LBC radio. I actually stopped listening for a bit because he was talking a load of rubbish about COVID, that in the early days of COVID. I don't think he does quite so much now, but so I thought, no, I can't listen to this anymore. But regarding Brexit, he's spot on. So where are we? Oh, so I've read over 2,000 words. Oh my God, my little brain. Oh, Joe, might as well blame the Irish for raiding the Welsh shores back in the Viking period. If you want to go back to wars. Yeah, bloody hell. That lot have a little pitchfork and screaming it in the air, they do. Yeah, they do. In the pub, probably. It's just nutty, isn't it? It's just crazy. Right, so, in terms of vacancies. Right, I can't. Okay, so. Oh, we've got another caps lock person. A Rimbimbo. Huh? I can't wait for this wonderful Brexit to start. Any idea when the good news is due to start? Waiting. Take charge of your laws, your monies, and your borders. We're waiting. There we are. It's not good, is it? It's just complete and utter mess, and it's going to get worse. That's the really scary thing. This is. Brexit isn't fully implemented yet. And also other countries are still dealing with COVID, as well as the UK. But they don't have Brexit. No, they don't have Brexit. Oh, dear me. But I suppose we could just...
The overwhelming opportunity for Brexit is over the next 50 years.
Oh, dear. Are we dead? Gordon Bennett. It's just madness. Oh, Joe, hey, me too. Indian food. Oh, I love Indian food. There's a few Indian restaurants. There's a lot of Chinese restaurants, especially like buffet type, where you can just, all you eat Chinese. Me and Mrs. like it, but Carol, she's not quite so good with it now since she had a gallbladder out. She's got to be careful what she eats. It's very like I work with a lot of people. For all over India. That's pretty cool. And they bring food and sometimes... Oh, nice. Yummy. Oh, I do look an Indian. Abnormalities say that no sympathy for fishermen or farmers. The farmers always packed any fields near roads with Tory posters. They did, didn't they? Oh, Saren. Hello, Saren. How you doing, buddy? You're in France. Because you're French. I believe that's right. That's good. We've got... oh, okay. Show. I trust you. Oh, there you go. But these few keep their mouths shut to look better for their idiot voters, yes. Oh, hello, Saren. Hello, Wally. There are a good Indian restaurants in Resto. That's what you say in France. Yeah, it's like slang almost for restaurants. Resto. In Toul. Oh, is there? Another in a pedestrian precinct of Brave. Or maybe we'll go that way with a camper. That sounds like fun. I do cook quite a bit actually myself. I do like curries. I do like to cook. It's a bit harder these days because Caroline, she has a nut allergy. She's also got this problem because her gallbladder, she's got rot fats. So she can't have nuts, she's got to keep her fats down. But also she's vegetarian. I'm like a bit awkward. I was a vegetarian for 5 years. I gave up over breaking Bart's army. Yeah, the next 50 Saturn years, Mark Wotton says. Do you like astronomy, do you, Mark? Because I used to. I used to do a lot of astronomy. I used to have an observatory that I built years and years ago. I had a fiberglass rotating dome top, which I made. And it had a sliding shutter, and it was all on wheels, rotates, all heated, and had a big old Meade 12-inch scope in there, which is all motorised and a track and stuff. A long while ago. Brilliant thing. You could see it on Google Earth, literally, because it was green and there's like this round disc. That's my observatory. Oh dear, the things that we do. When I realised it was really cold at night. That's the only time it's any good because the light pollution from Norwich on one side. We were in Sallows, that's where we used to live. A little place called Sallows. Near Wroxham. Still got 111 people watching, if that's correct. Yeah, that's pretty darn cool. I'm gonna like it just to get another one. So don't forget to like. So Brexit was a box of chocolates. Yep, you never know what you're going to... No, you don't. I think a lot of us did actually know what was going to happen with Brexit. We had a fairly good indication, didn't we? A lot of it was obvious. You know that magical thing they keep telling us to use? What's it called again? Common sense. Yes. You don't need a lot of common sense to realise that a lot of these things are going to happen. And the stuff that these Brexiters were spouting was just, what? What are you on? Give me some of that. Hear me. You're getting hungry now, are you, Marcus? Another Marcus. Franconium. Make them hungry. Talking about Chinese food and Indian food. Okay, and Sophie Hawthorne says, we checked and it would now cost nearly £1,000 for animal health. What, really? Is this just how it's all changed? Because I kept track of that, because ours have got obviously French passports. £1,000 for animal health certificates to take your pups with you on holiday. 1,000? How many dogs you got? I know that some people have been paying £200 to £300 a dog. That I do know. So if you've got 3 dogs like we have, that's £900, isn't it? Or thereabouts. Now, what my mother-in-law's, because they used to live here, their dogs have still got a French passport, so they've been using the French passport. They just got to do the usual kind of medications and what have you. For the animal, and then that's fine. Worming and what have you. But and you get the certificate and sign the certificate before you go back across the border. But it's all changed. It's all costs, It's another hassle, another worry. Something else you've got to think about when you're travelling. Whereas before, you didn't need to. You know, before you could go from the UK into France with nothing whatsoever. Didn't need anything. So, welcome to Brexit, sir. I need that soundbite. Reminds me. I need to do that soundbite. I got that somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna get that one. We need welcome to Brexit, sir. I've got Happy Fish. Got that one somewhere, but I haven't put it on there yet. I need to put Happy Fish on. Any more ideas for soundbites? I've got a few on here. I've got a few Star Wars related ones as well. Like, you know.
Don't be a plonker all your life, Rodney.
Nope, not that one. What one is that one? No, it's not that one. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. That one. That one. That one. That one.
So, you have accepted the truth.
Oh. Or it could be that one.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Yeah, that's a good one for Brexit. Oh, so Jan Taylor, I escaped from the UK 15 years ago. Thank goodness. The only problem is, due to my pension in spring that I paid over many years. Oh, okay. I wonder if there'll be any money left in the UK. That's a difficult one, isn't it? Especially with inflation. But if the interest rates... Oh. That's a fine balance thing. If interest rates go up, some businesses are going to struggle to function because obviously they've got loans. And they won't have fixed-term mortgages and stuff like that. So their costs will go up. So some businesses are going to suffer. They're suffering at the moment, obviously, because of Brexit. It's hard to export. Like I said yesterday, we had a little delivery. It was a CN22 form filled in. But because it was from business... My son ordered it in the UK and it's from business to customer. It was subject to a fee. And for something that only cost like 15 quid, and it cost like 12 quid in dues that we had to pay. Straight to the post lady. She doesn't take card either. Oh, I've got to be cash or cheque. There's no cash on us. Not the Queen. Ginger's are up. Once again, you caught me sleeping when you started. Sorry to be late. Not at all, Ginger. Nice to have you here. And Shawnee says, the thing about freedom of movement is that it is invisible until its absence. Take it for granted. That's what you're saying, isn't it? We do. We take it for granted. You know, it's like for us, we've basically lost our... with our castle shore, we're allowed to travel all over the EU, not a problem. Under the same rules as the UK. But while we're in France, we can live and stay as long as we like. But, you know, we can't move there unless, you know, and if we do, we'll have to basically under the same rules as a British citizen who's currently living in the UK has to abide by. So we'd have to make an application as everybody else in the UK would need to, even though we're still in the EU. But there again, we're in France. We're not moving from here anyway. I can't see it. I like green stuff. It's like grass. I wish it wouldn't grow, though. Because then you've got to cut the flipping stuff, haven't you? So, anyway, we did time. An hour and a half. So, Jeremy Goff says, pickle tray, mixed kebab starter, Kashmiri chicken, and garlic naan. That sounds so good. Oh, lovely. Oh. Yeah, Cypher's saying, Jan Taylor, there won't be any money left, it won't be worth it. No, it's a hell of a worry, isn't it? Was it Gordon Brown who spent all the pension pot? I think that was Gordon Brown. Borrowed money instead. The amount of money the UK is borrowing at the moment is scaringly bad. Crazy amounts of money. Saying that, a lot of other countries are having to as well, because obviously COVID, you can't get away from that. But the UK's got other problems. It's not just COVID, is it? It's Brexit, sir. Welcome. For some reason, I can't get all that chat up. Oh, that's better. I can see it all now. Good. Jerry Goff goes, what's good about Brexit? Don't tell him, Pike. I think that's a reference for Dad's army. I think it probably is. Oh, I got you. Oh, thanks, Sophie. No pet passports anymore. No pet passports anymore. No, we have free at about. Oh, no pet passports anymore. We have about free at £200 each. Then the vet stuff on top on the EU side. It had the pet passports. Oh, I see. That's just flipping expensive, isn't it? Oh, we. I was watching Graham's stream yesterday. Was it yesterday? Or the day before? And he was dressed up as Jacob Rees-Mogg. You know.
They're now British fish, and they're better and happier fish for it.
I don't know. It's either that or he's trying to be like a. I don't know what you call him now. The person who does all the hosting in the big top circus. A big feather in his hat. If anyone knows, I'd be interested. So the UK is just printing the cash up, but they're not actually technically printing it. They're not, because that's what they used to do when they do quantity fees and they print the money. But now it's all digital. They just literally say it's there. Yeah, all of a sudden, okay. Oh, look. On the computer, it said 0 or minus something or other, and now it's saying billions and billions of pounds. And then they go on to their bond buying, and then they buy a load of bonds. But that's pretty much what Andrew Bailey's been doing, creating this circular economy. The problem with circular economy is you're bringing in new money. You're bringing money that isn't really there, and it's a very fine balance. You don't end up damaging the economy and causing more inflation. So it's a catch-22. The UK is just printing the cash up. This worked well for Mugabe. Oh wait, yeah. Did it? Maybe not. Oraman says, Corporal Fraser, we're doomed. If we just get a load of Dad's Army quotes now, are we? Gotta love Dad's Army, ain't you? Anyway, I'm going to call it a day because I've actually covered quite a bit, I think, today. And I've got to leave something for tomorrow because I might do it tomorrow as well. I think I will, probably same sort of time. And I'm really pleased that we've got 102 people watching at the moment, which is pretty cool for me. That's a lot of people. That's amazing. I think so. So, one last look at your what's-its. Yeah, still printing, just creating numbers from thin air. Yeah, pretty much that, Sophie. Spaffer Johnson is negotiating an easing of the immigration rules for Indians as we need more people. See, that's just, that should make the xenophobic Brexiters happy. No? Sorry, they're the wrong colour. Britain needs immigration and people. It brings... Britain's crying over people. It's just proved it, isn't it? Hello, Peter, buddy. Peter, bonsoir to you too. Well, as you know, as bonjour at the moment. Ain't quite bonsoir yet. It's a bit early for bonsoir. It's when the sun starts going down. Unless it is bonsoir for you. Well, where are you in the world? Okay, Brian. Can't make tomorrow. Have to do my economic migrant thing. And work. Actually made more some come. That's cool. Obviously, yeah, some people would have come and gone and come back again. So there could have been quite a lot more than 102 people. You know, it'll be funny. No one's going to watch an hour and a half, are they? Of course not. Me rambling along. Yay, cheers, Daily Blase. I quite enjoy it, actually. I think I'm getting more used to it. Yeah, and Ted Boy's saying, well done, great show, thank you. That's much appreciated, that it is. I'm looking at the replay over here, and there's a different colour to what's on my screen. That's disconcerting. What on earth is YouTube doing to that? I've got a red face, and my Wally bar sign is almost greeny colour. I don't know what it's like for you. It actually looks quite good on my screen. Yeah, straight from the little webcam. I'm hoping to improve that, but the webcam, but it's a fit camera. But the camera doesn't seem to want to transmit a good quality image at the moment for some reason. So anyway, we're going to call that it. So I do need to do some stuff. I need to go to the Brico, get some bits and pieces. So I want to make a light box, which literally a big box with a clear screeny thing on the front of it, and the light goes inside it, the photographic light. Because the light over here is a bit on the bright side. I've turned it right down at the moment, so it's an overkill. So I can use it over there in the studio instead, and then I'll just get a big soft box. Yeah, like a big light box over there. It's a light, I'll conceal the details in my bed. Oh god, I feel that right.
Tipper.
Yeah. Lovely, jubbly. Yeah, mate. Thank you very much, everybody watching. If you're most kind, don't forget to click like and subscribe. If you haven't done so already, maybe you have. And I hope to do this again tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about yet, but I'll probably put a little post up to say. But there are some bits and pieces that are getting quite interesting at the moment. And what's interesting me quite a bit is the fact that the UK are not reporting about the squid that's going on at the border at the moment regarding importing stuff or exporting to the UK. Having a little bit of trouble they are. How many have you got? I have 21. 21 what? Oh, I don't know what you mean. Oh, 121 likes. Oh, that's cool. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated, that it is. Anyway, I'm going to sign. I keep saying that, but I just ramble on again. I can't help myself. Yeah. So, ta-ta. Oh, I've got to stop streaming. Got to press the button. Hope that my new mic hasn't come yet. It's going to have to come before we go. Okay. So, ta-ta. Oh, I've got to press another button. All these things I have to do. All the decisions. Oh, you hear the shell? Oh, God. Oh, and the shells are emptying again, says Peter. That they are. If you can't get the stuff into the UK, well, they're stuffed.